Hello everybody and welcome to Pizza Slice. The backstory of this game is we have been left by our grandfather this very pizzeria. We've moved over from Italy. We are now finding ourselves in the United States, so we've made the long journey to take over Stefano's Pizzeria. So let's have a look inside. It's actually really nice, as you can see. Usually in these games where you start from scratch, you've got to build the whole thing up. It's not that bad, it's pretty usable. Come into the kitchen, you've got a nice kitchen in here as well to get all of your pizzas made. This is our cousin. I think his name is Alfonso. He came with the premises. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't know how to cook or really do anything. You can get him to work for you if you press E. He will do the dishes and he will mop the floor, but he will not do anything else. He's pretty lazy, but he wants an equal partnership in this business. He sees us as equal partners, but he just stands there all day and does nothing while we do all of the cooking and everything else. So he's got to earn his keep somehow, so we will get him on some dishwashing duty later on. Now, I have done the first day. That was mostly getting to learn the mechanics of the game, how things work, what you need to do, all of that sort of stuff. I was actually recording that video, but it recorded with no sound. So here we are on day 2. Actually, that's probably better anyway, because I can show you a bit more of the game where we're not just learning the basics of what to do. Just before we get started making any pizzas, I will just show you outside. So we do have to go around the map to get ingredients, so we have to go to different shops as well. So it's a bit like Kebab Chefs, if you ever played that game. I did on the channel quite a while ago now. And you have to go around to the different places and buy your products. Now, they all have different opening times as well, so they will open and close throughout the day, which is quite cool, I think, actually. So you need to make sure you go at the right time, otherwise somewhere could close before you close at your shop. So we would come here and get our... I think these ingredients for making the pizzas are found in there. And then there's a little marketplace through here, which I'll just show you now. Every time you sprint, you get that effect on the screen. Over here, this marketplace will be open in a while, and this is where we get our toppings from, so bits of meat and cheese and stuff like that. We get that from the marketplace. There's another shop around there as well that I think the game might get us to go to in a little while anyway, where we can get all the decoration to decorate the store and add new equipment and that sort of stuff. We also have a rival as well. There's a rival pizza chain, so there's an actual chain. So think Domino's. They're our rival, and they do little pranks to us as well. So I don't know if it'll happen again in this video, but they did leave a sign outside saying that we were closed, even though we were open, to stop customers coming in, which I thought was quite funny. So it looks like we've got a little rival pizza chain that we're going to have to take on and make sure that we're okay. Now, when I arrived here this morning, Alfonso here had been and bought some ingredients because he wants to make his own pizza. So this is, at the moment, we have a margarita pizza and that's all we have. We had it from Grandpa's recipe book here. That was the only recipe in it, just a margarita pizza. So we're going to try and make some different pizzas. So this is where you can get into making your own custom pizzas. I'll just show you the office before we get started there. So this is the office. In here, basically, is just the book for the menu. So when you make your own pizzas, you can select them and put them on the menu, basically. I think that's all you do in here, at least for now. Right, let's get... Oh, just before we do, finally, I know you're wanting to see me cook here, but I've got one last thing to explain. All of this stuff is movable. So I set this order up because it made the most sense to me, but you can put these things anywhere. So if you hold E to reorganize, you can put this here or there, wherever you get a spot. You can then press put, and then you could go over there. If that's where you want your cooking to be in the middle, you can do just that. If you want it to be over to the side, you can do just that, and you can put it in any order you wish, which I think is quite nice, actually. So I found this one to be quite decent for making these pizzas. So you make your dough here, then you stretch it out and roll it, put your sauce on. This is a chopping board where you chop all the ingredients that get put into here, because this is like the topping station. So you put your pizza here and put all your toppings on, and then you take it over to the oven. Ideally, this, which can't be moved actually, would be better over there next to the oven, but unfortunately it's here. I would much prefer this to be here, but for now I can't move that, so that's as it is. Right, so let's get these ingredients and let's actually get to work then. So let's bring these over to chop. You can carry multiple things. I don't know if you can. Oh, you can. Okay, so you can with those. There are a few things that you can't. So ingredients for pizza like that and all of these you can carry up to 3 of. But stuff out the fridge, if you get it directly out of the fridge, you can only carry it 1 by 1, which is kind of weird. Right, let's get started then. So we have some ham to chop, some cheese. So we're basically showing Alfonso how to make a pizza here. That's his request. So he was the one that went and got all these ingredients. Place the chopped ingredients in the containers. Which is over here. So we'll put our pepper in there. Ham there. We'll put our mozzarella down there. Right, place the dough on the station. So we have got some pre-made dough, I think. Yeah, over here. So he's pre-made us some dough, so we don't need to bother with that. So we need to roll it out. So basically just stretch it out roughly to the... You see that sort of circular shape there? Just try and get it roughly like that is what I've been doing. It sort of forms a nice circle. Fairly straightforward. We'll take that. I haven't got any sauce. Now, it does say spread the sauce, optional. I do have some sauce already here, so I will put some sauce on it. So I think I can put that there. Grab that, put it down here, and let's apply some sauce. So you grab your ladle. Now, the sauce I found is extremely runny for a pizza, as you can see. I don't know if you can get higher quality sauce at some point. Something a little bit thicker than this. But, basically cover your pizza in the sauce. And when you've done that, back down, grab your pizza and take it over to topping station. Now, pizza attractiveness. The attractiveness level reflects how popular a pizza is among customers. Now, this doesn't seem to be, from the bit of testing I have done with this doesn't seem to be like you need to make it look really good so much as the ingredients you use. So you earn points based on their ingredients, their type, and quantity, rather than it looking amazing. So don't worry if you're like me, not overly artistic or great at decorating things. I don't think you're going to get punished for that. It's more about the ingredients you use rather than how it looks. Now, it wants us to use 4 bell peppers, so we'll grab 4 of these. You can just dot these around anywhere. We've got 4 of those. That one back. Now we'll get some ham on the go. We should have put our cheese on first. Some mozzarella around. It'll melt in. So as you can see, you can make that. That's not an overly attractive pizza, but it wouldn't make any difference. That's still an attractiveness of 28 based on the ingredients we used. If I'd have used the cheese there, that would have been much, much better, wouldn't it? So then you can save your pizza. So this is basically how you create pizza. So once you've made that, then you can make a creation, and then you'll always have the recipe for what you've made. You can also choose its price here as well. So name your pizza. So this is... I'm just going to call this ham and cheese for the ease of naming something pretty quick here. But I think you could probably come up with a better name than that. You could come up with something Italian, couldn't you? Or at least even that in Italian would be much better, wouldn't it? Attractiveness is 27. Now, if you scale this price up and down, that attractiveness does change, as you can see. So the more money you charge, the less attractive that pizza is. So I quite like to keep 27 as an attractiveness. So the first number that's 27 is 34. So we'll stick with that. And I think that'll be a good number. Add it to the menu. Yes. So that's now been added to the menu. So the office, you can open the menu card by clicking E, and we can add things to the menu. Keep a variety of dishes on the menu at all times. Too little diversity will make customers visit your restaurant less often. So you don't want to just make a killer pizza. So if you come across one that you've done really, really well and it's got a 90 attractiveness or something, it's always going to be great. But if you only have that for sale, you still won't get that many customers. They do like variety. Anyway, Alfonso has something to say. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The first brand new pizza for our restaurant is going to sell. This day is going to go down in history. And we are Tonio. This is us. We're Tonio. Slightly embarrassed. Speaking of history, the equipment we're using is kind of old. Yeah, it's all stuff Grandpa used. I think you're right. We should replace it with something newer. Here is some money for new equipment. Alfonso, where did you get all this money? Don't worry about it. Now go on and get moving. Okay, so he's given us, what was that, $100 or something? Let's cook this pizza, or shall I go to the shop? I don't know how long this can sit here. Let's leave it like that. We'll cook it when we come back. Let's go to the shop. So this is the the other side of town. And so if you press shift, it does that little running thing to start with, and then you can carry on sprinting around. So we've got Mario Decor there, which is where we get all of our decor stuff from. And then this, Da Vinci Media, is where we get all of our equipment from. So all of our equipment upgrades for the pizzeria will come here and be able to do them. As you can see, you can get better ovens, dough machines, and much more as well. A lot of it's locked at the moment, so you can't even see what it is, unfortunately. It's all coming soon. I assume that's because, obviously, this is not the first version. In fact, that one is coming soon, look. It's not even coming soon. There's I think, an advanced oven there. I think it just wants us to buy these topping space containers for some reason, but you can get better ladles here as well. So that shows the poured percentage, so you don't waste ingredients, perhaps. That would give you a better outline, maybe, to get your pizzas done with. And I'm guessing this, for example, would perhaps go faster. Oh, so it's got a 20% jamming chance. Mixing time is 4, dough amount 3. So you get 3 doughs out of that. I think we get 2 at the moment with our current machine. And our current machine breaks down a lot. So that would be a good purchase to get as well. But we are going to get this one because that's what it wants. As soon as you click buy, it's done with. It's all back at the place for us. Yeah, so let's get back to Alfonso. Sure he's not up to no good. Where is he? Still fine? Still alright, Alfonso? Everything good? Seems to be. He likes the simple life, does Alfonso. Right, the time of day has actually started going here. So you don't have to open all day, every day. You don't have to do all of that. There's no real rush to do that. So I am going to open, but I'm going to cook this pizza first. So let's grab... Actually, you need to put this in with this. This is why I would like that station over here. Because you can only handle pizzas with this to put in, which is fine. But this is always on there. So it's never handy for me. Right, to cook pizza, basically, you see in the top of the screen, you've got to get it into the green, basically. You can also do it by what you can see in front of us here. I find getting it into this darker shade of green here is perfect, so just get it out when it gets to there. So you need to keep watch of it. You do get a little while, so if you're busy with something else, you've got time. But you don't want to take your eye off it for long, because you can see it changing colour as you watch it cook, which is quite cool as well. And we'll take it out about now, and there is our pizza. So I can just put that down there, and there's the pizza we have just made. So I can put this on a plate. As you can see, it now says the bazaar is now open. So that is basically... Let's grab that and put it on like that. So the shops, like I say, they open at different times. So some shops open at 8, some shops open at 7, some shops close a bit earlier as well. We are going to open the restaurant, and hopefully somebody wants that particular pizza. Rivals are watching you. Watch out for their attacks. So this is what I mean about when they put a sign out here. I think they may still do that. I don't know who our rivals are, like what they look like. So I don't know if you can see somebody coming, you go, okay, that's our rival. But yeah, we do have rivals that will come after us. Right, I suppose I could get some ingredients ready for making my next pizza while we wait for a customer. It is still early, isn't it, really? I mean, it's 8:36 a.m. I mean, not many people are going to be coming in for a pizza, are they, at that time? So I think if we potentially make a new pizza, although we actually have some dough, don't we? We've got some dough left over. Let's use the dough that Alfonso seems to have made us. Let's get this one ready. Give it a good roll. I think we'll make the margarita. The thing is, you never know what your customers are going to order. This dough seems to be springing back a bit too frequently. There we go. Better. Staying where it is now. So I can put the sauce on, because we know we need sauce. But people do order different pizzas, so... can't necessarily be sure of what we need to give them. We've got a customer, I can hear them. That should do for that. Let's go and see what the customer would like. So she's going to sit down. She wants a margarita. So we need to make a margarita pizza. So I now need to remember how to make a margarita pizza, which I think is just cheese and basil. We have got a basil plant. right here. So let's put our basil plant down. I don't know if this regrows. I don't think it does. Okay, that's gone there. So here, they do sigh a lot. You get a bit of time, as you can see at the top of the screen. That green bar is how long they wait for. You do have a bit of time, but it does take a while. So 90% tomato. I think we've got 100. So we've gone slightly over on the sauce there. We need 5 pieces of mozzarella. So 1, 2. I need some more mozzarella. They do seem to talk to themselves a lot. Right, and then it's just one of these then. Just one leaf right in the center. So other than the sauce, that's pretty much it made. Let's quickly go over here and quickly go back again. Take this and put it in the oven. Now the problem we have at the moment is we only have one table. So this guy can't sit down. I originally thought that was he wanted takeaway. It took me forever to work out the fact that, so like, what do you want? You won't talk to me. But actually, it's because he can't sit down, because we've only got one table, so we desperately need more tables. I think you can do deliveries as well, but that hasn't been introduced yet for us. So this guy, he also wants a margarita. So we're going to be cooking another margarita after this. Our original customer is sighing a lot. That there. Right, let's go and serve our first customer. Sorry about the wait. Here you go. Hope you enjoy. Ooh, a knife and fork pizza eater. So they either grab a slice or some people do have knife and fork. We don't really have time to watch. So she wasn't happy with the sauce because we put a little bit too much on, but she was pretty happy otherwise. A 4 out of 5 star pizza. Sorry, sir. I'm busy. I should be making you a pizza. I was busy seeing how she was enjoying that. Why can't I pick this dough up? That's weird. I cannot pick this dough up. Which means I need to make some more. I think that's bugged out because I can't pick this dough up for some reason. Nope, can't do anything with that. I don't know what's going on with that, so I'm going to have to make some more dough. Which is not great news because that's water, oil, flour, salt, and yeast. And I don't think we have those ingredients. So what I'm going to do, because this guy's going to be annoyed with us, is I'm going to close. I'm going to close the restaurant. He'll stand there and just get annoyed. He'll have to leave because I haven't got the ingredients. So we'll go and buy some ingredients. But that's the beauty of this game. The time goes kind of slow and you can just close, go and get some ingredients, do what you need to do. I quite like that. I'm going to get another basil plant. Because my experience so far, in fact, I'm going to get another 2 of those. My experience so far of those is that if they do grow back, it's very slow. So you need more than one potentially, especially if you're doing margaritas. Oil. I get a couple of oils. We've got an okay amount of money. We're going to need all this stuff anyway. Sauce, I'll get a... We've had the big can. It's $12. I don't know how much more you get in there compared to the small can, but we'll have that. I'm not going to get any white sauce yet because we don't use it. So I just need yeast. We'll get a couple of those. Don't think there's anything... Oh, we can get mozzarella from here. Interesting. You can get ready-made pizza as well. Ready dough for $10. So, for example, that guy there, I could have just come and got a ready dough, really. The mozzarella, I don't know if that's cheaper here or over the road. Let's pay. Right, so that guy is leaving, obviously not very impressed with us, and rightfully so. He stood there, we didn't even bother serving him. So the mozzarella is still 8 over here as well. This is where you get your other ingredients from, so... let's get ourselves some of that. Get ourselves a couple of mozzarellas. Actually, we'll get 3 mozzarellas. We'll get some ham as well. We will leave the other stuff for now, because we don't need it. Alright, that's shopping done for now. Let's get another margarita pizza on the go, and then we'll open back up again. It's really annoying that dough is like that. Right, all of the stuff gets delivered into the back of here. All you do is then click unpack. And it quite handily goes on the magic shelves. I'll do the same with this one. I quite like the way it just unpacks it all for you. That's very nice. I mean, it's a bit unnecessary. It could just appear, I suppose, on the shelves, but I quite like it. Right, so I need oil, I need salt, I need flour. You can only carry 3 of these at a time. And then you just feed it into your machine like that, and it'll tick to say what you've got. So now, obviously, we need yeast and we need water. Quite clearly shown. So we need that and a water. Alright, put that in here. And then we switch the machine on. Our machine does break down a lot, so that green bar just needs to get to the end. But occasionally your machine will break down and stop, like so. And you just have to press it on again. I have had it break down like 3 times during the course of that, or 4. Sometimes it only does it the 1 time. So it's a bit luck of the draw with it, really. Now what I'm going to do is, so we'll sauce it. So it wants 90% sauce, which is a bit difficult to do with this particular ladle. Because you kind of have to judge what 90% sauce is based on that green bar. So I'm going to go with the fact that that's probably about 90. 92. Oh, close, close. I'll take that. 92 is pretty close. I'm going to put this here. We'll open back up again because by the time somebody walks in, we'll be done anyway. So we'll finish making the margarita. So this is 5 pieces of mozzarella, of which we now need to go and chop some more. At the end of each day, you do need to put your ingredients back in the fridge. They will go off overnight. So if you leave something out, it'll be moldy by the morning. You can also end up with a bit of a rat problem as well, I think. There we go. Attractiveness 10. So this has no attractiveness whatsoever. If I put an extra 1 on, I don't think that would, because that's the recipe for a margarita. I guess you could go to town and make a slightly better one. I don't know. Let's just make this one for now, just in case that they don't like it. Let's shove that in here. Hopefully somebody will come in for the margarita. Also, I don't think ours is technically on the menu yet, so let's just do that as well, because they're not going to order our other one otherwise. But we should get somebody in. It's getting late afternoon. I'm sure somebody's getting a bit hungry by now. Go, take that out. Put it on a plate. So we've got 2 pizzas ready to go. You do have a gesture wheel at the bottom, as you can see there. So if you need more time or you need to kick somebody out, you can click these. And if you go, say, more time, it will do as a little Italian gesture of more time. And that should get you a little bit more time. I guess depending on the person. Okay, so we've got a customer. You want a ham and cheese? Perfect. I don't know why they talk like that, by the way. They go... And somehow that means ham and cheese. Fair enough. That is this one. It's been out all day, but it's still piping hot somehow. Here's your ham and cheese. Or should I say... That looks delicious, doesn't it? Sanitary check soon. Clean up the stains and clean the floor. 2 seconds. I've already just seen that. I think we're okay, though. Alien face. Chef's kiss. 5 stars. The best pizza ever made. Thank you very much. Tell all your friends. Make sure you come back. Hello there. You would like a ham and cheese? Of course you would. I've got a margarita made. All right, let's make a ham and cheese. Come on, dough. There we go. You just have to... Sometimes you have to stretch it more than others. Right, I think our own pizza had a full sauce, didn't it? That was a 100% sauce, yeah. Right, so that's 100% sourced. That goes there, and we need 3 mozzarella, 4 ham, some pepper as well. I have a feeling we need to chop some more. It's so annoying, you can't... I don't know why you can't do that. For you to grab it out of the fridge, you can only get one thing. I do find their sighing to be quite annoying. Like, they've got no patience whatsoever. That should do all of that. That goes in there, that goes in there. Right, let's add these toppings. So it is 3 cheese, 4 ham, 4 pepper. So 3 cheese. Oh, again, we're out of cheese. 4 pepper. 4 ham. We'll get some more cheese. Mario decor is now closed. The Finji's now closed. It does tell you when everything opens and closes, which is quite nice, I think. All right, one more cheese. Put that in the center. Go and get this a cook. Let's go and see what's going on with our other customer. What do you want? You want ham and cheese? Everybody wants ham and cheese! I'm going to have to tell you to go, I think, the first customer. First customer is going to run out before... Might just give this to the second customer. I wish you could have... You can get staff in this game as well, so that's quite handy. I wish you could get a staff member to start chopping some stuff for you. That would be good. Like, keep me stocked up with the mozzarella and everything else that needs cutting. Like, if your cousin could do that, that would be quite nice. Have we got a plate? Yes, we do. Okay, so you're not happy. I get it, I know. It took me a while to make it. I'm sorry. Yeah, thumbs down. Yeah. Off you go, then. Luckily for you, I have a nice prepared pizza. Should have just waited a few minutes longer, she would have been tasting what you're about to taste, which is 5-star deliciousness. At least I hope it is. It looks very nice. It seems to be. Look at that. See? If you'd have waited 30 seconds, look what you could have had. Glad you enjoyed. Thank you very much. See, worth the wait. Right, so you can wash dishes by yourself. Let me just show you. If you click Alfonso here. Wash me some dishes, sir. And he'll head over here and wash me the dishes. Like so. You need to make sure you do wash up at night. And get everything clean. As I mentioned, leaving stock out goes moldy. If you leave dishes and stuff as well, that's also bad. Would you like a I wish you'd like a mozzarella. Margarita, sorry. Would you like a margarita, sir? If so, I would happily kick this woman out because I already have one pre-made. Everybody wants ham and cheese! Nobody wants this delicious margarita pizza. I wonder what would happen if I gave her a margarita pizza. She probably wouldn't like that. I also don't have any dough left. I don't think we open for much longer either. I'm a bit reluctant, actually. I don't think I'm going to make these pizzas in time before we close. I think we close in like an hour or so. That is... Oh, we've got 3 items. I'm going to tell you, though, that door opening like that is a bit annoying. Alright, go. Alright, so we've got 2 ham and cheese. We're only going to be able to make 1, I think, before closing time. I think we close at 8. So we've got 1 hour. Oh no, we close at 7. Oh, apparently we close at 7. So I've just started making dough that's now going to go off. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, well actually they're still here. We are closed, but they appear to be hanging around. So we can get 1. We're not going to get both of these pizzas made. I don't think. Not unless I'm really, really quick, but that would be extremely unlikely. I don't even think we've got enough stuff prepared anyway. That is thoroughly sourced. Three of those. We haven't got 4 of those. You know what? I'm just going to give her a slight underdone one. Just so we can get this through. It's only a couple of pepper slices missing from a full pizza. I think she might leave, actually, before this is done. I think this is going to be the same as the previous customer. So I'm going to let her go. We'll just give it to the guy. I can only serve one of them anyway. There's no point making another pizza because they'll both walk out and just waste the ingredients. There we go. Alright, I need a plate. Oh, so annoying. You have to put your paddle down every time. All of this stuff is at the wrong end of the kitchen. Can we get there in time? No. Please, sir, sit down. Please, sit down. Sit down, sir. No, sit down, sir. Sit down. Sit down. He's not gonna sit down in time, is he? Oh, are you kidding me? Sir, it's right here, please. Unbelievable. It's right here under your nose. No need to... Oh, come on, sir. The pizza is right here. That's going to be a wasted pizza now. Oh, I had it as well. Oh, a second or so too late. Oh, well. So we've got 2 pizzas. Unfortunately, these have to be thrown away. You can't even just go and, like, donate these or anything around the corner. You have to throw these away. Can't even put them in the fridge for tomorrow. They're like, even... Apparently, we're not allowed to serve cold pizza. But I could put that in the fridge. Me and Alfonso could have it for breakfast. You know? But no, we actually have to throw these away. So that's a bit annoying. So we'll throw that away. We'll put that... Apparently this is a clean plate. I don't quite follow that. It's had a pizza sat on it for ages, but apparently that's a clean plate as well. I don't know if we have to put this away. I did before. It's still open, so I don't know. We need to put this cheese. I think we put this back in the fridge like so, like that. We've got some ham as well, haven't we? So we'll go and do the same with that. I think the thing to do would be to really load those up. So, obviously, I've come into this a little bit underprepared, because I'm trying to just show you bits of the game, really. But what you would do, I think, otherwise, is chop up lots of mozzarella, chop up loads of ham, fill those containers, keep those containers full, so you just bring them out as full containers. And maybe even have a spare, so then when you run out, you've got some instantly chopped. I think I could leave the basil there. That'd be fine. Is there any dough in here? Yes, there is. That needs throwing away. Unfortunately, I can't throw this one away. So hopefully that doesn't go moldy. I don't know what else I can do. I can't see any spills or stains or anything on the floor. So I think that's all good. Yeah, everything looks all right, doesn't it? It's as clean as I can think it's going to be. So we are closed. Right, but to end the day, we just click the power here. And then it gives us a little run through of what we managed to do today. So obviously we didn't serve that many pizzas, so we missed out on 4. Well, we did, yeah, we missed out on 4 there. But we gave 2 5-stars and 1 4-star pizza there. And we were 30 points. We gained more points on the Greasy Giant Pizza. So Stefano's is winning here. But you do have, as you can see here, delivery type. You do have in-restaurant or takeout. You do have different sabotages to do as well. So sanitary control, turf war, and stinky bomb. So I suppose if we went and chucked a stinky bomb in Greasy Giant, then they might get some points deducted when the health inspector comes around or something like that. So that's going to be quite an interesting little side quest, I think, there. As you can see, the demo is over 5 different days, so we've just done day 2 there. I'm probably going to leave it there. If you would like to see more of this, we might continue it. If the video does well and there's interest, we might continue on, do day 3, 4, and 5. Otherwise, I might wait until the game releases, because I think it is quite a good game, actually. So the restaurant's doing great. People are lining up to try our specialities. You bet, Tonio, Stefano's Pizzeria is the hottest spot in town right now. Actually, I think it's time for some changes. What kind of changes? We need to expand the restaurant. We need more space for our guests. I think we should buy a few more tables. Tables, that's a great idea. More tables mean more customers, and more customers mean more happy guests. We should start saving up for more tables. We don't have to. Here, go ahead and buy new tables. Where is he getting his cash from? Don't worry about it. He's always got money. He's always got money. So actually, just before we end then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over the road. We're going to get some tables. Just so you can see what some of the decoration is like before we end. So changing the restaurant appearance. There's now a catalogue available in the shop that lets you decorate your restaurant. To purchase decorations, click E on the catalogue lying on the shop. Then choose your decorations from it. Buying more tables will allow you to serve more customers at the same time, which would be handy. Although we struggle as it is. So these are the kind of decorations you can get then in this at the moment. So these are not available, but obviously they will be in the full game. So we have that style. That's pretty much it at the moment. I can't actually see anything. Oh no. I thought there'd be more to show you. Sadly, there isn't, but you can kind of see. So we've got a waitress window, phone, drinks machine, pizza to go. So that looks like we'll probably do some like, is that like the takeaway maybe? Like we put pizzas in the boxes instead and people can take them away. Obviously we've got all of these things for decoration, and we can add some extra stuff inside as well. So a toilet, for example, redo the office and things like that. So that's quite good. There are a few things then in there. Perfect. Now the restaurant has served more customers. Time to head back and get ready for opening. Did I buy a table? I don't remember buying a table there. Apparently I did. Let's go and check that out. I don't remember clicking to actually buy it because I was looking through the other menu. But indeed we do have a second table. So presumably you would fill up down there. So yeah, I'm quite a fan of this. It's quite a fun game. I think the way it looks is quite nice as well, but the way it all works is good. I like the side quest of having a rival company who you need to outdo. I like the fact that you can open and close through the day. So if you are struggling, you've run out of ingredients, you can go on a quick run down to the shop. You can close for half an hour, and it's not like the whole day is gone. You've still got plenty of time to serve customers and what have you afterwards. So that's all good. Yeah, quite a fan of this. I'm looking forward. That did go moldy. Look, that one I couldn't click went moldy. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with it. It'd be nice when you get the employees in here as well to hopefully do a bit more of the stuff for you. I'd quite like a server. So somebody to stand here who can serve would be good. So I could just bang the pizzas out on the table and they could take them out. That would be handy. Or somebody to chop ingredients. But all of that stuff I think will come at some point. I think it was already spoken about in day one. So I assume it's here somewhere. But anyway, that will do us. So if you do want to see more of this, we may come back to this and finish this demo off if the video does well. If not, maybe when the full version comes around, I'll try it again because it is pretty fun. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you for another video very soon.